What's going on, TW fans? Thomas here with this week's episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. Holiday season is upon us. We just wrapped up Thanksgiving a couple weeks ago. We got Christmas right around the corner. Perfect time to stock up on some goodies for some friends, some family, or for yourself. Great time to bolster up your supplies for the next season, or if you're fortunate, kind of like us, we get to fish year round. Perfect time just to keep everything topped off and out on the water. All right, well, we're gonna jump right in with some new products. We're gonna start with some new colors from Greenfish. These are gonna be two new colors in the Ballistic Blade series. We got the Rooster over here and Spawn Shad right here. Ballistic series of spinnerbaits have been around for a long time. Great fish catching machines. I mean, premium components from top to bottom. You got a durable but soft wire on there, so it's gonna enhance the blade's vibration. Blades themselves, also premium. They're gonna start spinning with little inertia, so whether you're slow rolling it, burning it back, they're gonna be spinning really well, which is also enhanced by the swivel that they got on there. So premium componentry. Got durable painted heads on there. Some of them are even two-toned. Premium hand-tied skirts and a stout hook on the back. So those Ballistic series, not new. These colors are new. So just a great spinnerbait, now in a couple other awesome colors. I like red in wintertime. Also, everyone loves it in spring. So a couple great times to use those, and then that Spawn Shad. It's a year-round, natural-looking color. So just a couple good additions for your spinnerbait box. Always need a spinnerbait tied on, no matter what time of year. All right, let's take a look at some other stuff here. A new one from Jenko. We got the Jenko Fishing Warhead Jighead. So this is the first in a signature series from Kevin Rogers. He's one of the famed one pole crappie fishermen, and it's got some unique design features to this one. So we got a ball head design up front. It really rolls off of cover nicely, so if you're going over riprap, rocks, anything like that, it's gonna roll over that nicely. That head is also, durably powder coated on there, so fish after fish, rock after rock that you bump into, it's gonna stay, maintain that integrity of its paint job on there. So it's gonna help, fish, key on your bait, especially if you're in stained water or anything like that. 3D holographic eyes on this one, giving the fish a good strike point. And then of course your wire keeper on there, so you're gonna be able to snug up your favorite trailer. It's not gonna come off, no glues necessary, anything like that. Business end of this guy, we have a Mustad double extra strong hook. So it is a small finesse hook, but it's really sturdy, really strong. So if you like, shooting docks, anything like, if you don't know what shooting docks are, definitely give that a YouTube because it's pretty awesome. Kind of like skipping, but you're gonna be shooting your little bait under the dock there. So if you're shooting docks or you like using braided line, anything like that, fishing kind of heavy cover, that strong hook isn't gonna bend out on you with your, those braided lines or heavy cover, anything like that. It's gonna maintain its integrity as well, which is awesome. Or if you just have a lunker bass on the end of this one, it's gonna hold up, not bend out on you. You can set the hook in confidence. So an awesome little jig head, finesse presentation. It's that time of year, we gotta kind of downsize, finesse things, so that's a good tool to have with you. All right, let's look at another one here, kind of similar. This one's from Big Bite Baits. This is the Big Bite Baits BBJ Elite Jighead. So a cool, super finesse little jig head on this one. Again, that ball head design, which is awesome for rolling off of cover. So if you're fishing anywhere that has rocks or anything like that, this is gonna be a good little jig head to utilize. Got two-tone paint job up on the front of this one. Again, durable, it's not gonna chip or flake off on you. And with that two-tone, some of them, like this one right here is chartreuse, kind of bright, so stained, muddy, dirty water, anything like that, it's just gonna give a little bit of a visual layer to your presentation, help those bass or the crappie locate your jig head on there. So a cool design on that one. 3D holographic eyes again, and then we now have a sickle style hook on the back of that one. So just a little bit of a different bend to that hook. Once you do pin that fish, it's gonna stay pinned, which is really important this time of year. Bites kind of get, fewer, farther between. So when you do get one on the line, you wanna make sure you land it. That sickle design is gonna help keep them pinned, get that fish to your boat. All right, last jig head I wanna talk about, another one from Big Bite Baits. This is their Tru-X swimmer jig head. I like this one a lot. It's got a bait fish profile on that one, so you see it kind of narrows out at the nose here and also flares out at the back with that little fin design on it. So a cool bait fish profile to that one, gonna help add a layer of realism. Got the holographic eyes, and then the paint jobs on them are super cool. Dual tone paint job, got two different colors on there and a ton of flake. So it's gonna add a lot of shine, a little flash to it, especially if there's any sun out. Just gonna help the bass locate your bait here, maybe turn some of those lookers into biters. So that's pretty awesome on there. Got the dual wire keeper system on here. I like that a lot because you're really gonna be able to pin your trailer on there. No messy glues. You don't have to use the toothpick trick, nothing like that. It's gonna be snugly secured on there. If you get a short strike, it's not gonna rip the plastic off, anything like that. It's gonna stay secured. So I really like that design. Business end of this one sports a 3/0 Gamakatsu hook. So smooth, quick penetration you're gonna get on that. Again, fewer farther between on the bites. You wanna capitalize on those bites that you do get. That Gamakatsu hook is gonna help with that. It's gonna get some of them fish to the boat that you may have otherwise lost. So an awesome little jig head to pick up for this winter here. Now let's look at what we're gonna put on the back of those jig heads. We got some new colors again from Big Bite Baits, a whole slew of new colors, so definitely head over to tacklewarehouse.com, check out all those colors. I'll hit on a few of them now. So this is from their Pro Swimmer series. That Pro Swimmer series of swim baits, you guys have seen them before, that style, super effective, super versatile, whether it's an Alabama rig, whether you're running it on a swim jig, like those swim jig or some of those swim bait heads that we just looked at. You wanna throw them on the back of maybe the spinnerbait, anything like that, just an awesome do-all swim bait. So we got a couple new colors here. This one here is the flamethrower. So this one might go well on that ballistic blade and that rooster color, kind of match it up well, or maybe like a fire craw and the chatterbait. So an awesome springtime color or even winter. I like red in the winter. If you want something a little bit more bright, you know, kind of like maybe those chartreuse powder blue crankbaits that everyone loves. Well, we got their electric blue chartreuse swim bait here. So kind of a different look that you can give your fish. Awesome color on that one. Or maybe something a little bit more natural. Here we have the Carp Killer. Carp Killer is cool because it's a great color, but also with every pack that you purchase of these, $1 is donated to the carp elimination efforts, or eradication efforts, excuse me. And that's for those Asian carps, the ones that are really invasive that they're trying to get rid of, so awesome. But they got a whole slew of different colors, some stuff that's, you know, brighter, maybe you could even use this one in the ocean, sight fishing, kind of some more natural colors. So just a lot of cool colors to check out. Make sure you head over to the website. They're a versatile swim bait that just got a little bit more versatile with all these new color additions. All right, moving on to a new one. This one from Berkley. We have the Berkley Gulp Alive Grub. Now this comes with the same profile. I mean, it's just a time-tested profile. It's been catching fish forever. That single tail, oversized curly tail grub, now in that Gulp Alive attractant juice. So it comes in a pint jar. It's gonna have a lot of scent. So it's really gonna expand your strike zone. And once the fish do bite on this thing, they're gonna hold on longer with that proprietary alive scent to it, which is important this time of year, especially with some of those more subtle bites that you may have missed. This is gonna get them to hold on a little bit longer, give you a little extra second to set that hook. So just, I mean, whether you're in ocean, inshore, offshore, lakes, river, the scent is effective everywhere. That profile is effective everywhere, whether it's on a jig head or Carolina rig, however you wanna rig it, just a cool, versatile one to add to the collection. All right, last soft plastic we wanna talk about. We have a new one from Geecrack, the Geecrack Bellows Craw. This one I like a lot. This one was designed and tested on the famous Lake Biwa in Japan, so you know they got this one right here. I actually had the chance to take this one out last week. It held up great to a lot of, you know, aggressive spotted bass. Those guys can be notorious for tearing apart jig trailers. It held up great, it had great action, so let's talk about some of the features on this one. So first thing you're gonna notice is a completely ribbed body. That's awesome. It's gonna add a little bit of water disturbance, create some water bubbles, just help the bass locate and key in on your bait. So that's super important. It's also fortified with their SAF material. That's salt, amino, and flavor. The flavor is a shrimp flavor. It has a unique scent to it, almost like Frito corn chips, but the bass seemed to like it where I was fishing last week, so that was cool. Really got them to hold on a little bit longer. Again, like we mentioned earlier, it's wintertime. We really got to hook up with every bite that we get when we're out on that water, and then that scent is going to get them to hold on just a little bit longer so you can set that hook with confidence. So it's got a soft but durable material to this one that the bass are not going to tear it apart. And then that SAF material also is going to add a layer of buoyancy to it. So as you're hopping it, swimming it, dragging it, those claws are going to get up in the defensive posture that the bass simply cannot resist. So just a cool new soft plastic to add to your collection. This is a great time of year to fish the jig. Here's a great tool to make your jig that much more effective. All right, so we looked at some cool stuff to fish. Let's see what we're going to throw it on. We got a new one from Ark. Ark and Brandon Cobb teamed up together to make the Ark Brandon Cobb series of casting and spinning rods. Pretty awesome rod here, really, really lightweight, sensitive. I like that. Best part about it, it comes in at $100. We got 11 different rods, models in the casting rod, and 3 different models in the spinning rod. So something for every single technique that you want out there. It's based around the Japanese Toray 40T modular carbon fiber, so it's really lightweight and strong, and they used their MDML construction technology. So pretty unique. It's multi-layering, multi-directional construction process. What that does is it leads to a stronger, lighter, and more sensitive blank. I mean, that's everything we're looking for in a rod, and they hit it with that MDML construction technology. We have some black-coated stainless steel guides with aluminum oxide inserts, except for at the front. Up at the front, it has a zirconium top. So especially if you like storing your baits, you know, you pull that jig all the way up to that top eye or your big plug, anything like that. If you've ever had the top insert pop out, it's no fun to have happen on the water. That zirconium top is gonna give you a little bit more durability and reliability, especially for the guys that are stowing their jigs or plugs, whatever, cranked all the way up to that top guide. Down here, we have an exposed carbon fiber reel seat, gonna give you a little bit more sensitivity, blank exposure on there, so any jig, worm techniques where that sensitivity is key. We've got you covered with that exposed reel seat. Back here, we have a contoured AVA grip, which of course looks awesome, but it also, with that contour, it's comfortable to hold, it has great all-weather grip, and also that dense foam is a little bit more sensitive. So again, any of those, terminal techniques that you're using, it's just gonna add a layer of sensitivity. Got the cork backing on the back here, and again, like I said, $100, you could completely layer your whole deck with a new setup from Ark on these. So just a great, lightweight, sensitive, well-balanced rod at an affordable price. All right, last thing we're gonna talk about here, we have a new apparel company for Tackle Warehouse, Buck and Bass. So they're hooking us up with some new rain gear, and this is perfect time. We got kind of those late season tournaments that are gonna transition into the early season tournaments. That means wet weather, a lot of it. So if you're fishing, wet weather tournaments or in wet areas of the country, you need premium dry protection. Buck and Bass has got you covered. This is their Reservoir rain jacket, and this is truly a premium tournament grade rain system. So top to bottom, it's designed to keep you dry and keep you comfortable. It's made with their iron shell material, which boasts a 49K water column rating on there. A little bit different rating than we've seen in the past, but bottom line is no water's getting through this thing. Up top, we have their full throttle hood system, so you can really cinch it down whether you're burning 60, 70 miles across the lake to your favorite waypoint. It's not gonna pull on your neck, it's not gonna fly off your head, anything like that. It's gonna keep you dry, keep you secure. On the back, it has a generous vent for you here, so you're not gonna overheat. It's not gonna build up any perspiration on the inside. And then we have their T-zip waterproof technology on there, so it's really gonna give you a watertight seal. All the zippers are water resistant or waterproof, so it's really got you covered on that one. Moving over to the Reservoir bibs, same iron shell material on there with their iron dry clad guarantee on there. So they're really hammering it home that you are not gonna get wet on this thing, and it's awesome. So we have some convenient pockets on here, fleece line to keep your hands warm or store any of your plastics. We also have their field pockets down below, again, for storing some of your most used plastics. Have that same T-zip zipper on here, a unique Fidlock V belt buckle design, so just a secure way to keep these on you. They're comfortable, they're lightweight, you're not gonna overheat, and most importantly, they're gonna keep you dry. So if you're looking for some serious tournament grade wet weather gear, Buck and Bass has got you covered with their new Reservoir rain system. We also got some shirts in from them. We have their Americana short sleeve t-shirt right here, and then we have their Icon short sleeve. So really, really comfortable, lightweight. I'm wearing the Icon long sleeve. This is the logo that started it all for the company. Lightweight, really, really soft material. I mean, perfect whether you're at the lake or you're at home, you're on the couch, you're watching football, you're gonna be comfortable, you're gonna be looking good. So a cool new company to check out. Check out all their material that we got on tacklewarehouse.com. That's gonna wrap up this week's episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. As always, thank you for tuning in. To learn more about these products or to shop for them, make sure to click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you wanna see more like it, go ahead and subscribe. Don't forget to let us know in the comments below which one of these new colors you're most excited about. And also don't forget to check out today's daily deal. We are currently running our 25 days of savings sale, so make sure to check that out today and every day. We'll see y'all next week.